know asked us, what kind of final impression do you want to leave behind for this class? So looking back on the semester, I think all of us have improved in our speaking greatly, and we all learned how to speak and how to speak effectively. So I wanted to change things up a little bit and teach you guys about how to listen and how to listen effectively. And to be more specific, I wanted to share with you how to listen empathically. I believe a lot of people know how to speak well, but very few know how to listen well. So what empathy means is to be able to understand and to share the feelings of another person. And so I wanted to start off with a quote from Stephen Covey, who wrote The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And he said, seek first to understand, then to be understood. So how do you do this? I know a marriage and relationship educator, Bento, Leal, and he explained to me that knowing how to empathically listen to someone else is not so that you can just have good conversations with other people, but has actually even helped save marriages from his own personal experience. And so I was actually fortunate enough to be able to attend one of his short sessions, and he shared steps on how to listen empathically. And it's also in his book as well that I can show to you guys. But I wanted to share just an abbreviated version of the steps that he shared with us. So the first step is to quiet your mind and focus on the other person as they are speaking. Put yourself in their world, their point of view. So this basically means to first be present with your speaker. When someone is speaking, it's very easy to have a lot of noise in your head. Maybe, some of you guys may feel that right now. Maybe you're hungry, or like, oh, this is the last speech. I just want to get home. But there's a lot of things that's going on in our heads, and I get that all the time as well. But try to focus on the other person's worldview, what they're trying to share with you. And then once you're able to focus more on that, then you can get locked into their perspective and how they understand the world around them. And then that way, slowly, the peripheral distractions start to dissipate as well. The second step is to listen through the words. So when someone's trying to express their emotions, it's kind of like fishing. You're trying to fish for the right words, right? Like in your pool of vocabulary that you have, you're trying to figure out in that specific moment what kind of emotion you're feeling with the vocabulary that you know. And so it may not be the most accurate, but that's what they could find in that time. So that's why it's really important to listen through the words, because the words is just what's above the surface. So just at the tip of the iceberg. So you must be able to go through that and be able to see the tone and expression. A lot of communication is nonverbal, and in fact, in the book, it's explained that 10% communication is 10% words, 30% sound, and 60% body language. So it's very important that you can pay attention and absorb all the information that your speaker is trying to share with you. The last point is to say back to them in your own words what they said and their feelings that you sensed from them to make sure you understand them correctly and they feel understood. So after someone speaks, you can rephrase what you were able to understand from what they shared with you. And this is to confirm that you were able to hear what they said, hear what they meant, and also that they can get that you understood what they were saying. And this can really help avoid many misunderstandings that may happen. Because, for example, when someone just nods their head, it doesn't necessarily mean that they understood what you're saying. And so you want to rephrase to them what you thought they said, so that they have a confirmation that you got what you said. So underlying all of these 3 steps, what actually Bento personally told me was that the most important thing is to listen with sincerity. You want to genuinely want to hear what this other person is trying to share with you. And then they feel really grateful for you as well, because you took that step to really try to make sure that you understood this person. So in conclusion, I want this to really be an opportunity for you as well, and that it can enhance you and your relationships as well. And empathic listening is really a gift for the other person, that you can give them your total presence and willingness to really try to understand them. And it's also a gift for you because you can be fascinated by the world that they wanted to paint for you. So I wanted to share a quote from Stephen Covey to end it. In empathic listening, you listen with your ears, but you also, and more importantly, listen with your eyes and with your heart. You listen for feeling.